You can hear the roar now. We are in Piazza del Campo in the center of Siena. This is a classic, an Italian classic. Some would even call it a monument. And today it's definitely the Tadej Pogacar day, because going solo 81 kilometers out on the Monte Santa Maria sector, it was the UAE Team Emirates rider, two-time winner of the Tour de France, smashing all the classics last year, and this year coming back after a 2-year absence from Strade Bianche to win again, and really winning with style. 80 kilometers, 81 kilometers. A big move like that hasn't been done. Well, we look back, it was back Remco Evenepoel last year in his opening race, 51 kilometers. Chris Froome in the Giro back in 2018. And some would even call back to Hinault when he won Liège-Bastogne-Liège in the snow. And there he is. He's celebrating over there. Tadej Pogacar kisses from his wife, his girlfriend, and we're waiting for second and third to come over the line. Tom Skuen's got away right at the last moment to get it over Maxime Van Gils. Tom Pidcock's still out there. Those guys, to give you an idea of the gap, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. And the clock's still ticking on Tom Pidcock, who's going to finish fourth today. We're seeing Tom Pidcock came in at 3 minutes and 48, right here getting wiped off. Fourth place on the day. Other riders are coming in 4 minutes back. A massive advantage, a massive gap by Pogačar. There's another Slovenian right there, Matej Mohoric from Team Bahrain.
That's
Tom
the race.
Pidcock,
Thanks.
81 kilometers out. Did you even expect that from someone by the name of Tadej Pogačar?
I think, well, no. But, you know, everyone was just, honestly, everyone was looking at each other kind of, everyone was quite, you know, down, you know. It's like, what the hell just happened? It felt like we were in the Gruppetto.
Just kind of unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Like, just what the fuck.
What do you say to him after that?
What the fuck?
So what signs do you take out of this race? Because you are on the up and up, maybe in a good trajectory towards the big one-day races.
Yeah, for sure. I was good today, but you know, I waited too long. You know, when Tadej went, I was like, okay, right, there's no point in even going here. Like, it's 80k to go. I was racing like it was 80k to go. Like, I was on the back. I was not going into the red. People were just going off like it was the old circuit, and yeah, I was just waiting, but I waited too long in the end, and yeah, that's a shame. But yeah, I think also everyone was just dead bodies racing.
No one had the legs to even respond.
No, and it's a shame, really. It was you know, if you had 30-40k flat, you know, then you can make the race longer. But if you had 30-40k of the same sort of racing, you're not really racing anymore. It's more like an Ironman or something.
Well, we heard from Tom Pidcock. He said WTF when Tadej Pogacar rode away, and so did all the other riders. Right over my shoulder here is Matej Mohoric.
I mean, there was nothing to be done. He's the number one of cycling. He's also been leading the classification of World Tour since a few years. So he just proves over and over again that he has a little bit more than everyone else. And then it's also simple to race and to win when he also has nice team support. The team did a perfect job for him today and delivered him before his attack. And then obviously once he's clear, we all know he can go very long for very hard. And he was riding what for him is steady tempo in the front, and we were just looking at each other and attacking, and then spiking that much that also inevitably leads to a lot of fatigue in your legs towards the final. So yeah.
We witnessed a beautiful ride here on television, back behind, as you mentioned, UAE with Wellens, Del Toro, they really set it up. How did it play out for you, yourself and the team? I mean, the weather was on and off all day out there for you guys.
The weather was actually pretty terrible compared to what the forecast said, but I was super focused on the race. I think we did a nice ride today together with the team. They helped me out to before the day made his move, and I saved quite a bit of energy. I was quite efficient, and then after the day was clear, I focused on trying to score a podium. I think it was within the reach today, but yeah, I just came in a bit short, missed the winning move, or the move still scored the podium, and fifth place is still a good result. It gives me confidence for the Belgium campaign, also because everyone around me was mostly climbers and GC specialists, not the classic specialists. So we'll see. I have some other goals now coming with San Remo and then Belgium Classics, so I'm motivated to do well.
Well, there you go. Former winner of Milano San Remo, Matej Morohic, kind of recapping the day. The bad weather the riders had out there today as well. Remember, sunny conditions after days of raining. They started under the sun, then the rain came. Again, in fact, on that Monte Santa Maria sector when just after they caught Quinn Simmons, and UAE was pulling, and it was all together on that sector, and then we saw Tadej launch, and when he launched, it was raining. The conditions were tough, it was muddy, and it was a moment for Tadej.
Yeah, it was one of the plans that he would attack on Santa Maria, but it was not the head plan. The head plan was that he would ride a very strong tempo and to be as many as possible of the team after Santa Maria, but we also talked about the fact that he could attack there, and that's what he did.
Did you enjoy anyway?
Yeah, it was nice to see. For me, the best moment was that when Tadej attacked, suddenly he had like 2 minutes, and in the back we were not like riding easy. After a moment, we started to look at each other, but before that, it was impressive how many minutes he took easily.
Thank you very much.
Are you still impressed by Tadej? I mean, all of us think that, okay, this is Tadej, this is what he does, but I mean, come on, this is an 81-kilometer attack.
The thing is, I'm sometimes close with him on training, and then he impresses me already. So we knew we had a big chance to win today, but to win with so many minutes, it stays impressive.
Yes. I mean, you're impressed, and what are you going to say to him back at the bus?
Big congrats, he makes our life easy.
Mark, what do you have to say? 81 kilometers solo. Have you heard the news and such a mega move by Tadej today?
Yeah, I don't know exactly where he went, but
Monte Santa Maria on the stiffest, hardest part under the rain as well.
no, for us, actually we wanted to wait a bit, but they started to attack full gas, and then they just saw Tim Wellens. He followed and he exploded a bunch, and then I just know that he goes solo.
I mean, you're a star rider. You look around, Sepp Kuss a star rider. A lot of stars are here, but Tadej just does something kind of different, a level above everybody. Are you that impressed by him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we know that he's super strong. He actually is very impressive. He's always super strong. Doesn't matter if he race or come from training. So it's just another show from him. He show again that if this Terra is the best.
Did you have fun out there? Because it looks like your bike needs a good cleaning, laundry needs to be done, a proper race.
Yeah, it was super hard. Also, then it started to rain, and I did this race 3 times, and for me, it's definitely one of the hardest races.
All the fans here in Piazza del Campo in the center of Siena. This is where the horse races run twice a year. They're getting ready for the podium ceremony. We heard from Matej Morohic. We also heard from Pogacar's teammates, Wellens and Mark Hirschi. Even they're impressed by what Tadej can do. Woo, there we have it, the top 3. They're drinking their champagne Prosecco on the podium. Pogačar celebrating after listening to the national anthem of Slovenia. On his side there is Tom Skewins. On the other side, 3rd place on the day, the Belgian Maxime Van Gils. We're heading back into the mix zone over here where we're hoping to get a word with Tadej.
How would you scale this one?
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a big victory. I must say that after some changes in my career through this winter, and I must say that I'm really happy that it worked off, all the hard work, and it's a special victory anyway, and it's a beautiful race. So I must say I'm super happy. The teamwork today was incredible. The race conditions were amazing, just chaotic, and the race itself is always incredible. So, and also the atmosphere, it was one of the best I see in Italy ever so far. So the last 2 sectors how it's called, Pizzotto and La Tolfe was super experience, super atmosphere. Never ever I seen this in Italy in any race. So I must say that cycling in Italy is coming back to life, and it's good to see.
A solo of 81 kilometers. It's a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy and not nice. Not every moment, every kilometer is nice, but in the end it was worth it. And
Did it scare you when you were ahead and it was so long to the finish line?
yeah, sure. Yesterday in the meeting also we were saying, don't do anything stupid, don't go too far from the finish, and I had this in my mind, and but I knew that Santa Maria, especially in these conditions that we had today, it's the hardest point of the race, and for me it's the most suitable. So I can make a difference there. I cannot make a big difference on the other climbs that comes after. So it's a perfect place for me to try to make the difference. So
You told it before the race that you want to attack over there.
yeah, that was a joke. That was a joke.
You had time to stop for a slice of pizza.
Yes, I think today I'm gonna enjoy Siena a little bit for the first time in my career, I think.
So we saw some fun moments there on the Trofei. It looked like you were yelling and smiling back to some Slovenian fans or family, and then also another moment where a guy was trying to high five you. It looked like he was high fiving you in your head.
The last two sectors. Is it Pizzotto, the second? Yeah, and La Tolfe. Yeah. It was incredible atmosphere. So many Slovenians, so many supporters there, and it was just the second time I was coming through there. It was just a really crazy experience. I see a lot of friendly faces, a lot of people that I knew. And my old coach, my first coach, was again just like 2 years ago. Before 1 kilometer to the finish, he was there, and I remember 2 years ago was the same spot, same high five, and it was beautiful.
And surely your other rivals will be taking note. Remco, Jonas, and Roglic will be taking note of this today.
Okay, now I was a little bit confused.
Surely your other rivals will be taking note today.
I've been taking notes. They taking notes, or they just don't care. I don't know. I think we will see next time, next races. I think every one of them already showed how good they are, and it's gonna be a fantastic year for everybody. I think same like few now for all the years before.
Do you surprise yourself today that you're already that good, that you're already that strong?
I think yes. I was not expecting to be so comfortable on the bike today, and I think it helps that. I had a little bit of change of the winter and a little bit different preparation. So I think, I was not expecting at all the shape like this. So I'm super happy. That's what I can say. I'm extraordinarily happy.
One short question. After the finish line, everybody already was talking about Milano-Sanremo, the clash with Mathieu van der Poel, and already Liège with Remco and the other, and Mathieu van der Poel. What do you expect of that kind of races?
Well, the legs from today, I can discard them because I don't need them in Sanremo. Those kind of legs, I need a few extra watts on the short climbs. So I will be training a little bit for Sanremo, but it's not a priority. And I'm looking forward for Sanremo actually, but. It's one of the races that doesn't suit me at all. So I just want to go there, give it 100% to try to make a difference. But we will see. I think it's possible with a good team, and I think we will have a good team there. So let's see what will happen.
Enjoy this victory.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
At the start, I already feel it. My legs were quite good. But yeah, Tadej was on another planet. We were going full and he increased the gap, so it's crazy.
What was the feeling out of that group when Tadej went? Because I spoke with Tom Pidcock and he said basically he thought WTF.
I tried to close the gap, but he got too fast.
Right off there in the distance, you see him riding off. We have our winner of the day here in Siena, here at the end of Strade Bianche 2024. Slovenian flags there waving, everybody supporting Tadej Pogacar. He's not Italian, he's of course Slovenian, but he was the hot favorite coming into this race. He was the 2020-2021 Tour de France winner. He was the rider who smashed all those classics last year from Flanders, Amstel Gold Race, Flèche, and also along the way at the end of the season after finishing second in the Tour de France, winning Lombardia. And in fact, it was Lombardia, his last race of the season. He hadn't raced in around 3.5 months officially, but he'd been training hard. He'd been training hard in Monaco and at training camps to be ready for this day, doing intensity training. There we see the Slovenians, to be ready on day one of his 2024 campaign. And you'd have to roll it back and you'd have to look at the numbers, and we've done that. In the last 4 years, he's won his first race of the season. And last year, it was a gravel race, I think it was, or one of those races over in Spain or Portugal. The year before, it was the UAE Tour, not on day one, but he won the first race of the season every year for 4 years. And that says a lot about Tadej Pogacar. Also, the distance in which he went today, 81 kilometers. When he went, I wanted to have a word with Sepp Kuss, but it turned out he left the race early, as did a lot of the riders, and headed right towards the bus and didn't come across the finish line because he was the last one there to try to follow Tadej Pogacar when he launched on the Monte Santa Maria climb on the gravel under the rain. He looked around after trying to follow Tadej's wheel for a little bit and said, "I cannot do it." The other riders looked around and said, "We cannot do it." We heard what Tom Pidcock said. He said, "WT, I cannot do it." And these are star riders, these are champions. But as Maxime Van Gils said, we just spoke with him and Tadej over the mix zone, Tadej is on another level, an 81-kilometer escape. And as I mentioned before, we don't see escapes like this very often in cycling, a power move. And that's what it was here today in Siena, calling back to the days of Hinault in the Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Froome in 2018, and Remco Evenepoel's move at the beginning of the 2023 season. Tadej Pogacar put the markers down today. He doesn't know if those other Tour de France rivals will be watching, but I can guarantee you, Tadej, it's going to be Vingegaard, it's going to be Remco Evenepoel, and Primož Roglič. They're going to be watching, at least they're going to be watching the highlights of what went down here today. And it was a show put on by Tadej Pogacar in the Tuscan Hills, just south here of Siena, before arriving here to the finish in the Piazza del Campo, this beautiful place to come and see. Today, it was Tadej's day.